Hi there, Joe from Kingston's, and today we've come on down to King Street to take a look at a 3-bedroom detached bungalow just tucked away from the beaten track. In fact, if you look down behind me, you can see where we're only around about a 2-minute walk away from the marketplace, right in the centre of town. So anywhere you want to go on foot, it's going to take you no more than 10 minutes in the centre of town. But if you've got children, then you're going to get out towards a lower school in a matter of just minutes in terms of 2-minute walk at their far end. Or if you're looking to get out towards the canal, you've got that possibility. In fact, if I give you a quick look round, you can see where it continues on round, and we're right here at the corner of Orchard Gardens. But of course, the house itself, or the bungalow I should say, is tucked away down in the corner. So if we take you down that way, and then we'll see the bungalow itself. So you can see where we come on down to the end of the pathway. We're surrounded by gardens here for the cottages down the front. If I take you on round, we're coming down to see the bungalow here. So we've got a garden just there, a garden just there. Anybody coming down this way further is going to be coming straight to see the bungalow. And if I just pull past, you can see as it continues on down, we've got an access way that will take you round the far end of the bungalow, round and into the garden itself. But the bungalow, as we look at it here, we've got a lovely entrance hall as we come in through the front. As we come in through the entrance hall, the right-hand side, which is the closest side to us, we come on into a living room. So we've got 2 windows out from there. We've got a focal point of a fireplace and a lovely parquet flooring in there. To the rear of that room, we do actually have the largest of the double bedrooms. That will be the main bedroom here. So plenty of space for a double bed or king size bed and lots of other furniture. You've got a view out into the garden from there. As you then continue back across to the far side, that's where we come through into the single bedroom or office. That's the smallest of the rooms. And then as we continue going on from there, we come into the kitchen, which is more in the center of the property, window out towards the front. And then from there, you go on out into the conservatory out towards the rear. Again, that leads you out into the garden. And then the 2 rooms on the far side there, we've got a newly fitted bathroom, which has a newly fitted Worcester Bosch boiler in. And then we've got a second bedroom, or what could be used as a dining room or a second living room. Lots of flexibility there. Again, double bedroom facing out towards the rear. And then where we have the garden itself, we've got a really good sized garden overall. Of course, people might want to change it and whatnot, but it's not overlooked at all because we're at the back of all the older properties in Melksham. We're tucked away from anybody else, lovely and quiet, and you can sit out in your garden and nobody is overlooking you at all. But that's enough of me telling you about it. Let's actually head on in and we'll explore. So here we are, we're coming through the front door as you can see, and we're coming into our hallway. You see where it's extending down through into our 3rd bedroom or office. As we then pan around to the right, you can see where it takes us on through to our main living room. As we then pan around to the left, you can see that takes us on through into our kitchen. If we come on down, we'll pan back towards the front door. We can see a radiator down in the corner and of course an old lovely wooden front door with knocker. But of course we're coming on through and to the living room, and of course we've got a fantastic parquet flooring in here. As we look round to the right hand side, we have the focal point of the fireplace. That is currently an electric fire. A little bit of storage down in the corner there. As we pan across to the far end, you see we've got 2 windows. Plenty of space for furniture. We've got ample chairs in here. Let's look down to the far end. We've got raised power points and further units. We have a bureau in the corner here. You see we have an access hatch for the loft just here in the corner of the room. As we continue on round, there we are. So plenty of space. I'll give you a quick look through the window. As you can see, of course, that is our living room. So we're going to continue to the rear here and come on into the main bedroom. So we're coming up across a small step and we'll come out to the far end of the property. So as we pan around to the right, you can see there we have a built-in wardrobe. Once again, raised power point. You see we've got the bed itself, plenty of space all the way around there, and we've got ample storage in here. So we have further units. So these are freestanding wardrobes. You then have chest of drawers and further wardrobes down in the corner. We've got a secondary loft hatch in here because this is an extended part of the property. Got the radiator below this window where we're looking out into the garden. And of course it's dual aspect, so we've got a window facing out towards the side also. As we continue to pan across from this corner here. And then from the far corner. Apologies for seeing me in the mirror. Really good size room, plenty of space for furniture. And there is a view out to the side of the bedroom, out into the garden. But we're going to head on back round where we're coming on into the third bedroom. So of course got power point in here. You see on the right hand side, you would easily get a single bed in here. If somebody wanted to use this as an office, there is ample space for a desk and further units. We've got a lovely grandfather clock in here as well. As we look back towards the front door, of course we have a radiator in here. Our window this time looking out into the conservatory. But we'll start heading that way where we're coming on through and into the kitchen next. As we pan around to the left and towards the front of the building, you see that we've got a mix of base level units, worktop space over. We've got a window to the front, got space for a fridge, got a stainless steel sink unit with a single drainer, and in the corner we have space for an electric cooker. You see we've got inset LED lights. So continue around, you see where we have our bathroom. We then have the second bedroom or second living room. And as we pan back towards the rear, you can see here that we have a radiator in the corner, more power points and space for a table. There's a quick view out towards the front. There's that border at the front of the property. We'll come on through into our bedroom number 2. And you can see here that we have a radiator on the left as soon as we come on through. We've got a large unit in the left. We have a 2-seater sofa and a couple of chairs here on the right. So it's plenty big enough for a double bed in here, plus other bits of storage like wardrobes, etc. Gives you a better view from the far corner here. So we pan all the way around looking back towards the kitchen. So nice sized room. Also nice that all the bedrooms face out towards the rear. So we're in a quiet spot anyway, but even quieter. Got another loft hatch there in the kitchen for this section of the loft here. And of course we're coming into the bathroom, which you can see recently refitted. We've got tile splashbacks down behind the door with a heated towel. The tile splashbacks then change as we come around the shower enclosure. So you see here we have a glass screen, double shower tray, and it's a relatively low lip as you can see. And of course that is a main shower. And of course we've got a seat there just on the wall. As we pan around, you then have a frosted window to the front. Below that is where we have a vanity wash hand basin with storage under, next to a closed couple WC. And of course we have the cupboard there at the top. If I open that up, you can see that we have a modern Worcester Bosch boiler. As we'll have one last pan around in here, and then we're going to head on out to the conservatory. We see we have that window through into bedroom number 3. See we have a polycarbonate roof. We have UPVC double doors out to rear with windows running down to the side. You see we have a radiator in here as we pan across. Plenty of space for seating or units. We have the light out here also. It's a better view back to that window. And of course we can see back on through into the kitchen. And then from here, we're immediately coming on out into the garden. So you can see here, we've got the patio that we just stood on currently. So we've got a little area for seating here. And then of course we have the lovely beds as we're going slightly raised. Could be used as vegetable patches. We've got lots of shrubs and flowers here. We've got another large couple of shrubs here. We've got a window back through to the second bedroom. We then have the gate with our access round from the front. So you can come all the way along the front, down the side here. And of course you can tuck the bins out here so it's tucked away from the rest of your garden. And of course we then have the border running down the left hand side, and we have the lawn, mature garden out here. But we're going to make our way on up the path towards the rear of the garden. So you can see where the wall and the fence lines is further back. So you've got around about 2.5 meters up into the boundary. So if you wanted to take out the borders, plenty of space down here. You have a second area of lawn here, and you see all these beds here. They extend out down behind that bedroom, and I don't know if you can just see the fence line in the distance. I reckon we've got about 5, maybe 6 meters here. All of this is currently the garden, and I don't know if you can see, it goes down to a point. I'll take you around behind these hedges and you can see just how much space we have. You can see we've got an apple tree here on the left. We have a shed. As we continue on down, if we follow the fence line down into the corner, so again, huge amount of space here, and tucked away in the corner, there is another shed out there somewhere too. As we come back through, so a large amount of garden space, could all be changed if you want to, but it's tucked away down here, beautifully quiet. All we can hear is birdsong, and it's not overlooked. But we'll finish there today, tucked away at 65 King Street.